Let's wait several 1 or 2 minutes until all the people join our open hour. Okay. Okay, I can see more than 11 people join us, and let's start our open hour today. So welcome to Recifi open hour today. Today is 11th August 2022. So yeah, of course it's Asia time, and it's 10 a.m. now at China Standard Time, UTC +8. Today we have more than 11 people join us for the latest info of Recifi ecosystems, especially for software ecosystem. Let's start with a routine introduction of Recifi open hours. So first of all, what is the Recifi open hour? That is the bi-week makeup for the people bi-week made up to provide the opportunity for all the people who is very interested in Recifi to interact in real time and focus on Recifi support in open source software project and Recifi development boards. So we are not prepared talk or slides required. So like today, I not really prepare all the slides in very detail like the official presentation. Just it's a random talk we can do in a discuss and just it's just like a makeup. Everyone can talk freely and can provide the information. So normally, if that time is good for Asia people, the open hour will be hosted by Wei Wu and me. And so we are lucky to be Recifi ambassadors. So sometimes we will help to host the open hour. Otherwise, if the open hour is in midnight for Asia people, so it will be hosted by Drew and the other Recifi ambassador. So talking about the Recifi ambassador, Recifi ambassador are the individual who are patient about Recifi and decide to decide to contribute to growing and engaging the Recifi community. So we have a lot of Recifi ambassador now, and this is the list. So you can just access Recifi.org ambassador, this website, this web page to see all the ambassador here. So yeah, this is Drew, and we was here and me is here. So the other ambassador may join us sometimes, like Akira may join us in Asia time, hopefully. Yeah, and so let's about Recifi ambassador. So so next time the open hour will happen I guess will be in Wednesday, October 12th. So yeah, I guess next time should be ready. Okay, I know. So maybe it should be you know, reality not good for Asia people. Normally is in Europe time and Asia time. So today I and Wei Wu is in a meeting. People can you know, I just do the opening right now. Yeah. And secondly, how to get involved with Recifi International. So Recifi International is a non-profit organization supporting the free and open Recifi instruction set architecture and expansion. So this org enable open community cooperation in Recifi ecosystem. And so individual and the non-profit can join for free of course. So some but some need something for join according to the size of the company. If you wanted to join us, if you wanted to join Recifi International, you can go to this page. You can go to this page and seeking the info like this. You can the members feed is here, and some of the member is free. It's free for join, so you can check this page. So if you wanted to get more information about Recifi technical stuff, you can go to this page for the technical overview. There's a lot of information here, and including the mailing list, some architecture status, and most importantly, the calendar for the different meeting is here. And then we have a lot of different group for different tasks. You can go to this group page, and you can get the the group, and there's a slide to introduce. So it's a new for me, even for me. So I haven't really tracking this, but this page has been updated recently. You can go to this page and check all the Recifi International information here. And then there's some information about recent drafted expansions. So more and more expansions will be public and posted here. And so I guess this more familiar with the people who working on the hardware will be very familiar with that. Yeah, you can check in the information here. Then yeah, let's how to get involved. The other thing is the working group mailing list server, and you can get into this page. So this, even for this slide will be opened, so people can just log into this slide. Maybe I will paste all the link later in the chat when Wei Wu and some other people introduce some other information. I will post a link in the chat and for you to access this information. So so mailing list is here, and the members here. So the calendar, you can check all the working group meeting here. So normally I will join the meeting for development board, and for the development board here, and the ambassador meeting. I'm not sure if that's listed here, but this all the meeting slot, time slot will be listed here, and you can add this into your Google Calendar or some other calendar, and it's welcome to join. And because that is open, all the meeting, most of the technical meeting is open. You can just join in and join the discussion. Okay, this is the page. This is the screenshot for that. So I just start doing the opening, and then we'll discussing the more important things for what happens in China and what happened in the open source ecosystem. So Recifi Summit China 2022 will be happened in China in this month. Would you like to do some introduction and give us some update about the summit, because you are the people who really working on it a lot, do a lot of contribution, so you know this best. Would you like to doing this?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so we are just preparing the second RISC-V Summit China this year. The RISC-V Summit China will be held from August 24 to 26. And there are also 12 co-located events during the summit, starting from August 23, and we're lasting for 1 week, including several workshops, tutorials, and the new product promotions held currently. Yeah, so this year the main conference are held online due to the COVID-19 situation, but we do have a few co-located events that are held in person. We have three meetups in Beijing or workshops in Beijing, and 2 in Shanghai, 1 in Nanjing, and 1 in Wuhan. So basically this year we may see very people join and celebrate the success and the prosperity of the new ecosystem. Yeah, and this summit we include more than 90 talks, and at least 3, if I remember correctly, 3 or 5 keynotes, and more than 25 the long technical reports. Yeah, and we're just working on announcing the process of announcing the agenda. Hopefully that today, at least tomorrow, we will see the agenda be announced. So please stay tuned and subscribe. You can subscribe if you have a WeChat account. You can subscribe to the CNRV web account, or you just can see the website of the summit or the RISC-V.org. The website from the RISC-V International will also announced simultaneously. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you for your update. And yeah, I will of course I will join the summit and give the update of software ecosystem, and especially for the Fedora Arch Linux and the Gen 2 Linux, which distro is how to say, follow the mainstream and always update their package for Recifi development board. So so I guess that's the first time we are talking about LibreOffice in this open hour, and it's a very, very good news. And LibreOffice has been running on Recifi right now, and for me, I focus on Fedora on Recifi. So we already building LibreOffice on Recifi, and in process, and the building is going on because we already fixed all the dependency problem, and also built OpenJDK 18 and 17 for this application for LibreOffice. So I guess for this topic, we will do most contribute and push a lot of different distro on this topic, and PLCT lab doing a lot of work for that. Even for Fedora, we are getting patch from Arch Linux and getting help from them. And even for you know, the building, when we built OpenJDK, we get information from PLCT lab. So thanks to them, we can build LibreOffice right now. So would you like to, you know, maybe my information is dated and you know the best for that, and anything you wanted to add or you wanted to comment this?
Yeah, the work was from my colleague, Yubo and Chen Xuan. I'm not sure whether they are online. If so, I see. Yeah, Chen Xuan, would you like to introduce or give us some expanded description about this? Okay, so we have some issues with your mic. So basically, we have tested and built packages on Debian and Gentoo, working on Fedora and OpenOLA. So basically, it was unexpectedly good, and the structure, the architecture of the LibreOffice is very good, and after we just finish the initial report, that we can now create and edit the documents and write slides in the LibreOffice. Yeah, so, that's pretty good news.
So is that we can, right now, the basic function of LibreOffice is working, and we can create work document, and maybe, you know, the slide and Excel, and it just work like the normal LibreOffice right
you
now.
can just like you are using the LibreOffice on the MD64 or the ARM machine before you get a crash.
And yeah, so we still have some
I haven't met it, so I think it works pretty good for me, but I'm not sure. There be some bugs in the corner case that needs to be fixed.
Okay. So under your help, we have built OpenJDK and made all the dependencies solved. And I'm not sure if there's any problem for any issue when running it, but we will go and testing it. But it's a very good news.
Reports are welcome. Yeah, just use it and report back to us. We will repair it. And
so
finally,
which hardware you are working on? Which hardware? You just working on Qma or Armatch? Which one?
Yeah, 3 platforms. The default option is Qmu. So always building the Qmu platform is always as tier 1 that we need to can be guaranteed, and we also use Armatch boards as a default developer machine. But unfortunately, the production line has cut off of the Armatch board. So also you can try the version 5 from Start 5. That's the second platform, and for the
So is that slow or so how long you have to wait?
Currently we are supporting the three platforms, including Qmu. And for the Linux distribution, Debian is the default distribution that we tested on, but we are also trying to build packages on all the popular Linux distributions, from the Fedora to the OpenOLA and even the Open Analysis and many other distributions.
So how long you have to wait until you double click the icon, and how long you need to wait until it shows up the interface?
Well, very long.
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's what I expect actually. So we are waiting for the real hardware, which includes the graphic card and
slow on Qumio.
Yes. Qumio is a very slow platform actually for us, even for building. But for build, we can enable multi-core for that, but it's still limited by the host. So and if we're running on the server, we don't have we cannot really see it because it is a handy server and we cannot see the graphic interface. So yeah, that's her problem. Okay, but this one is it's a fantastic. It's fantastic and it's a great news for Recifi, and we expect more and more application can be running on that. Maybe sometimes we can have some other, drawing application in music and video processing and something. So can enrich our ecosystem. So okay, thank you very much for that. See if we can Fedora can make it happen in this month. Sorry, in this week. Yeah. So this introduction. Actually, this slide comes from the previous open hour, and this talking about spring week. But it just happened, I guess, 2 months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, and you guys can check this information here, and it's about hardware. And so because it's new and it's happened in May 3rd to 5th, so I guess it's kind of a lot of new information here, and I guess you can have a look and get a latest update of the ecosystem. So I still keep that here, and well, it's for your convenience to check this info. Yeah. So so the other discussion about Recifi is laptop, I guess. So you can see, I guess most of people know about Pi CT4 since ARC4, because they making a lot of different development board and the product for ARC4. But right now, they start working on Recifi, and they announced the development board and laptop recently about based on Recifi chip. And when I checking the information about Pi CT4, what I can see is the laptop is very cheap, like just $2 or $3 US. And if we can make this happen on Recifi, that would be awesome. So there's an update for Pi CT4. And the other laptop is a Roma. I guess it's a kind of a breaking news several 1 or 2 months ago, and it's another version of laptop. But the price is unknown. For me is unknown. We are waiting for their more update for this. If someone can give me some update, that would be great. But for now, what I can see, the Recifi laptop will happen very soon. In 1 or 2 months, I guess maybe we can see the demo and see the demo for that. Yeah. So would you like anyone familiar with this topic, like Rust? And at least for us, for me, we haven't really built the latest version. let's the broker for Fedora build Firefox. So we are still trying to build a Rust, the latest version of Rust. Any update or anyone familiar with Rust on Recifi in the code? Welcome to talk, just provide some information.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm not building the Rust myself. Maybe the attendees here may provide more detailed technical information. And from my observation, that the Rust is the building is we can label it unstable. So the different mini versions we saw a few crashes again and again. So in this mini version, the build passes and everything works good. But in the next version, it may the dependence and the other things may crash. So if I remember correctly, the toolchain, the Rust toolchain is heavily related with the status of the area VM toolchain. So and on different distributions, giving the different dependencies, a version of dependencies, we may have the crash may have different root cause that may need to be analyzed case by case.
Okay, thank you. And actually, we were trying to build it, so I haven't tested, but the previous version of Rust for Fedora works okay, and we haven't heavily tested. And actually, we really need someone to help us to test all the package for different distro. What I can see is it seems PRCT is working on that, and they provide different people to test a specific distro right now. So thanks for that. If someone can test the Fedora imaging, we already made an imaging for QML right now, actually, and even for D1. So for D1, we already made imaging and put it on Opencv server, and people can freely can download it and have a test. But we have tested, it works well. It's XFCE desktop, and when they put up to just 1080 this declaration. So yeah, it was good. And for rest on Recifi, there are two how to say is a bootloader for Recifi. One is all boot, and the other one is Rust SBI. So people can, I guess, is someone is working on that yes. I haven't really tried that, but I really wanted to try this on D1. So I think it's a very good stuff for booting kernel and a new distro. So for me, I will trying to integrate with Fedora imaging. Have a try, yeah. So P format. And the other thing is about IDE and the PE cost. And yeah, for me, I don't have too many update for that. If someone can provide this information, please hands up and just say that. And recently, actually, for me, we are working on making Podman and Builder running on Recifi. We have an intern trying to make Fedora CoreOS be built in Recifi. So for Podman, we are already made it built. So, but we got information from Carlos, the other Recifi ambassador from Red Hat, and he is in, I guess he's in Europe, and he working on container and Go application on Recifi, and under his help, we made Podman and build out working right now. So so I guess that's an update from me. And anyone have more update for that? It seems we do have some other container can run like Ubuntu and Debian, right? And anything update from your side, and maybe it's that they also make running Podman or Docker. So you know the Podman and Docker are the kind of the same but different implementation. So is that is only Fedora using Podman or some other distro using Podman and running the container right now?
Yeah, personally, I have no experience using Podman, and not sure that other distributions can use it. But I saw a few guys were asking questions how to build and running Podman on Opencv. So I can see that the Fedora is not only the distribution that adopts Podman and use it. And for the container versions, the Docker company officially supports several popular Linux distribution containers on RISC-V, including the Airframe and the Debian and Ubuntu. For other Linux distributions, we saw a lot of people are creating their own images for the RISC-V. So at least I saw the Fedora image. The Fedora image on RISC-V is available on at least on Weifu and other developers' Docker account.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And actually, for the document, Podman for Podman, we already testing on Fedora 36, and it works well, and it already run, how to say, it already made run Ubuntu and Debian on Fedora. So it works well for me. If any other distro have any problem for Podman, we were happy to help. So this is the list. This is the list slide, and the next slide. I hope someone already updated. Yeah, this should be skipped. So okay. Yeah, for this slide, someone already updated. Thank you very much. And okay, let me talk about this slide is about the distro state update. So I will do the Fedora first, and if some other developer in the call is welcome to provide some update according to your work. Okay, so for me, let me reuse the other slide right now. Okay, so for me, for Recifi, Fedora on Recifi, we already post the development for Fedora 36. We may have more than 70% package has been built. And recently, in Fedora Squad in PLCT Lab, I make some later training for them and help them to understand Koji system, and they will start building more and more package for rawhide. So right now, our focus will be on rawhide and rolling update the whole distro right now. So Firefox, we're still working on the, working on the latest version of Rust. And Postman is kind of dated, and it works actually. It works. And for a Kremelt, the one of the intern in PLCD lab has made a patch for Fedora SRPN, and we are trying to building right now. We are trying to building right now. So the latest info from my colleague is we have some problem in patch, but we are fixing that. It's quite good. Since we are working on Kremelt and LibreOffice, oh yeah, sorry, I forget about LibreOffice here. And LibreOffice, we also solve all the dependency problem, and we are building it right now. Okay, so most of the package in Fedora is the latest version right now, and especially like GCC and Bing Utius is the latest, even following the rawhide version, but no Fedora 36. And Python or Perl, we haven't really updated, but the reason we stopped here is we're trying to document all the step and document the procedure. Make sure when we make the next update, we can like intern to join us. We can we just let all the procedure how to update the Python or Perl be known by everyone, and I guess it can help the other distro to update their own version. So because once you update the Perl and Python and LLVM, you need to follow some specific step, and otherwise the whole build chain, the whole build environment will have some problem. So that's something we are doing right now, and just document everything. So Rust, we are working on that, and Qt and Qt5 and Qt6 works, and QML for the imaging, QML works, D1 works, and Unmatch and Icicle is in procedure, I guess. In process, I guess in 1 or 2 weeks, we can definitely mail the imaging for that. So we are working on the Koji system, Opencv, and the intern is helping us to validate the information imaging right now. So that's my update for Fedora. The other distro, Gen 2, anyone working on that in the court, please provide your information. Wei Wu, is that anyone can provide some information for that?
Let me see if
it's on the call, right?
Yeah,
my
colleagues was on. Yeah, I'm not sure that Yubo is online. If he's online, he can introduce the details about Debian. Or Debian?
Yeah, please.
Debian?
Oh, hi. Thank you. I'm Yubo. Okay. I will update about some work on Debian. Larry Debian. I can course on Gentoo. Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
So you mean that is on the different page or this page?
Please, yeah. If it's in another page, please let me know. Yeah.
Okay. Linux tutorials. Okay, it's okay. Yeah.
So is that any other
okay. Yes.
page?
Yeah.
Okay.
This page.
Okay.
This page. Okay.
Yes.
I will about update some work on the bin. Last week, thanks PLCT lab for the bin Recifi build team. They offer 8 image boards for their work. Now you can see you can see those matches according to this link. But we able to two matches in this week. Yeah, and other work is we continue to fix FTBFS issues to import the quality for many packages has build an issue on that file. Yeah, my work is that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So I guess for actually we skip Gen 2 and Arch, but actually Gen 2 and Arch are very advanced. They doing a very great job. Most of patch and once we for Fedora, once we are making make some broker and we stopped in got some issued, we will ask for help to learn. So I guess the Gen 2 and Arch Linux are in very good state for Recifi right now. So that's what I know. Yeah. But thanks for PLCT Lab can provide some help on this. Yeah. So I guess someone in the call he is an expert on OpenEULA. So if you could please provide some update for OpenEULA procedure, OpenEULA status, would you like to please? Yeah. Wei Wu, you are muted. Someone can.
Yeah,
I guess someone already updated, right?
Not sure. So let me see if Xi Jing is online. Okay,
no.
we'll check offline.
Okay.
Basically the OpenEULA on the RISC-V is in a very good shape now. Almost all core packages was built successfully, and the routine testing was in place. We have formed a small team, including more than 20 students and cross-asset to test on a monthly basis. We are expecting to expand narrowing the testing circle to bi-weekly.
Okay. In the slide, I can see it's more than 8,000 packages have been built. I'm pretty sure that's the SRPN. And actually, for real, for for how to say Red Hat Enterprise Linux, for ARCT4 we also have more kind of a 8,000 package or something. So from this point of view, I think OpenEULA is in a good shape right now. And what I heard, x86 graphic desktop has been finished, right? x86 XFCE has been done, right? So I think OpenEULA also in a good shape right now. Yeah. Thank you for update. And so the next one, is that being updated? I guess you know that. Anyone? Is it being updated?
Yeah, that's just called Wanton. I think he's online.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Please, loud and clear.
This is Chen from PeerCity, and let me introduce progress about AOSP that I enjoyed since last meeting. I have 4 topics here to present. The first one is that since the last meeting, there's a big milestone that the synchronization work between AOSP RISC-V. This is a site owned by our PeerCity, and the synchronization work between this repository and the AVI Android SIG repository is almost completed, and we are now focus our work on the RVI upstream and add new features to the only one repository. And the second one is the current most important thing about AOSP for RISC-V are now focused on Android compatibility certification testing, and it's most important thing to enable the full feature enabled for AOSP. And till now, the CTS the test suite pass rate is about more than 65%. And we are looking forward to more people to join and contribute on this work. And the third one is about Bionicle unit testing. And this testing is still in progress. The pass rate is about nearly 100, but still some a bit of cases are not resolved. And now this work is also merged with the CTS, and it's the part of CTS now. I don't list many PRs and links on this site. So if you have interest on our work, you can go to the link I list here. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So hope some, I guess in this year we can see real, Android running. Yeah, we already had saw the demo, but seeing the demo, but we haven't really have a ball in hand and to run Fedora, to run Android on it. So I guess at the end of this year, maybe we can make this come true. And yeah, thank you for your work.
Yeah, I think the hardware is on the way. I believe we will see it soon.
Yes. Maybe it's come from, maybe next time Drew in a meeting, he can provide some information about this. Yeah. So for the PLCT lab, I guess Wei-Wu can give us some updates for that.
Yeah. So basically yeah, I forgot to update this slide, and the slides are kind of outdated. I will update offline. So basically, all the numbers except the last MH board, we now have more than 20 MH board, and the 100 in Beijing, and we are just still waiting for the office and the furniture to get ready, and we create a new office to host at least 10 MH boards in Wuhan. So basically, we have a new CI lab location, and the pull request developers and community members in the second line. Well, basically they are doubled since the last updates. So this page, I believe that was created 2 months or 3 months ago. So yeah, so we see the numbers, all the numbers doubled.
Okay, so have you? So what is usage, or what is its purpose for unmatched ball or for the other development ball? Do we use that for?
Yeah. So basically, we can separate it into 3 categories of the about the usage. So one is that the developers, especially the inside the PLC lab and Tesla team, they're using their match board at hand and as a daily RISC-V PC. So they just build and test the package software on it. And the second is as a CI farm for the different communities like the Debian and the Node.js and the JDK community. They just build natively and run the package building and the regression testing on a daily basis. And the second is that there are a few new communities to me, so that they are just trying to and evaluate the accessibility and the speed or the readiness for the RISC-V boards. So just send a pull request, and we will allocate an account for the developers from different communities, just like the many the popular communities, but the RISC-V is not supported yet, and they try to do some porting works.
So yeah, the server lab or the kind of like the ball farm is very helpful. Inside Red Hat we do have this even 10 years ago for ARM. I guess for this Recifi lab in PLCT will be the very unique in the world, and so many unmatched and some other development board in the lab. But is that anyone compare with the Kuma? If we have a Kuma in the very high end x86 server and the unmatched, have we compared with this performance, with the compare the performance of this different platform Kuma and on the high end server and the unmatched, which one will be the best? Will be better, for the compiling software?
Yeah, just a new slides next. Next the 13.
Next one.
Yeah. Slide 13.
Okay.
So this is the slide updated 2 or 4 weeks ago. Yeah. So basically the another good news is that we now has at least in Nanjing and Hangzhou lab, we have an ability to debug the CI. We can use the switch to do the power reset, power on, power off, 3 options to the MH board using D1 as a controller, and thanks thanks the help from the Tsinghua University, we now able to build we can build and automatically update the kernel.
Okay, thank you. So for this, we are using some some module. I can see the module to control the power, right? This the power control unit, some kind of something like that, right? And is that possible? We can use the BMC to integrate the development board and put it into a real server case. Sometimes put into a U2 case. That I guess it will be a little help, but we do need some high performance CPU and silicon for Recifi silicon for that, right?
Yeah, that's interesting and definitely will helpful.
So yeah.
If I saw the product on the market, I will buy some.
Yeah, for us actually, the reason why Fedora cannot accept a Recifi machine in their official board farm, official testing facility, because it cannot remote control. Yes, maybe we can use some power module or PDU for that, but it's not very standard for a server. So if we can make the real standard server control for this development board, I guess it will help not just in the lab, but also in Fedora facility, and also for making Recifi more popular in the server side or something. So that's what I saw. I guess I did discuss this with some other people, and maybe sometimes we can really make this hardware happen. But the things we are missing is high performance CPU. So we are waiting for that. If someone making a laptop for that, using some CPU for laptop, maybe we can buy some silicon only laptop, like something like ZH7110 or maybe T-Hat CPU, C910 can assemble like this kind of a server. Yeah. Hope you can also push this a little bit in this ecosystem. Yeah. So CI testing, anyone can give us an update about that?
Yeah, so we just the testing now is coordinated by Jeff from the RISC-V he's a technical program manager. Basically, we are just reorganizing the charter and the testing metrics, and start to writing the kind of white paper or blue paper and the manual guidance how to build a RISC-V lab from scratch. So this page is also not updated today.
Okay. So you mean it? So some testing, some.
Yeah. So basically, so for the testing progress, there's also a CR testing test group or SIG behind in the Recifi International and the management of the TSC. So the Recifi lab from PLCT lab is just the first instance, and there's also currently there is another company in North America. He's trying to building his own RISC-V lab, and so we are just working on the common documentation and the kind of what certificate manual, the documentation, just what we need, what do you need when you want to build a new RISC-V lab and sponsor it, and which materials you need, what's the basic criteria you must meet, and something like that, and how which services you need to provide when you then you can brand it as a RISC-V lab from the RISC-V International, something like that. So that's kind of a management and technical standard things.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for update. Yes, you know, a long time ago for ARM, we do have this CI. In right now we do have a kernel CI for that. So the CI system is quite important for the architecture. And at the bottom of this slide, I can see, you know, RV32 into CI. So is that including the kernel or something? Kernel or application layer for RV32, we're still using 32. Is that any, you know, for Linux running or RV32, anyone interesting on that? Or yes, maybe we can make Fedora running on 32, but I just worry about even we done it, even we made this happen. So anyone interested on running a Linux kernel or a distro on 32?
Yeah, sure. So
any
I
opinion?
have a lot of requirements and the stories that the customers for the customer of RISC-V company, SoC companies request the RV32 environment. So the RV32 RISC-V chips are sold very good. So basically,
yeah,
the V8
the
V8 RV32 port had been merged into the upstream, and the Opencv RV32 port is just working on the JIT compiler. The interpreter is ready, so and hopefully will be merged into upstream from this year to next year. So
yeah, okay. So that means still have some have a lot of require for RV32. Just yes. But I guess someone still what I heard, someone worry about the ecosystem, software ecosystem. The good news, okay, what I can see, the good news is OpenJDK and Node.js is working on 32. So maybe it's a good time for porting the distro. Do we have any other distro, one or two working on putting like Debian or Gen 2 Arc, one or two made their distro running on 32?
Yeah, not. I'm not investigating yet, but I know that the Yocto build root can do it, and for the popular desktop distributions, I have no idea which one has supported.
Yeah, I also from my side, I also guess require that can we support 32 or something, but it's very interesting topic. Just it require a lot of human resource and you know the time for bootstrap the whole distro on that. It may need maybe 3 months to 6 months to half year to make this happen. I guess if someone interested about that, maybe we can discuss. Maybe we can have a seek or discuss on that in some meeting, and maybe we can make this happen. So yeah, let's just random, you know, the focus on random talked about 32 right now. Just interesting about that. Yeah, no right. Yeah, it's about the time. It's on the top of the clock. So we can go on, or we can go through the slide, or people can make some update about GCC or some other topic, please. Would you, anyone working on GCC can make some update for that?
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, please.
Yeah, Java from PLCT. Let me introduce the GCC progress. The last month, Homer had supported RISC 16.4 EABIs on Recifi Chapter 6. It was a new ABI that limited the generate register numbers into 16. You can check with the PSABI link and get more info about this. And for the FH extension, Keto had sent his patch on GCC upstream. This patch still in review, and for Bionicle sites, it had been merged into the upstream. Another topic is the S sub extension supports on Bionicle. Since the S extension only contains about the CSR, so it only need to change on Bionicle's part. It was 3 sub extension SM Dayton, SS config PMF, and S time CMP. Those extensions had been merged on Bionicle upstream, so you can use it for S mode now. Another topic is profile handling, which concludes the RV22A and other options for profile that user can compile to chain more efficiently. So it still have some discuss a lot of decide which option form will be used in the toolchain. I think it will be determined until 3 quarter. The last one is the slide for Recifi Bluetooth chain meeting. Here is the meeting slides, contains all Bluetooth chain progress. If you're interested, you can to check it. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. So the next one, Ariel VN and Clan, please, anyone?
Hi, I'm Liao from PLCT. Let me introduce RVM. The first is RDB. This dispatcher at the basis of the RISC-V register email define was added for RDB. The second part is scalar optimization. Include the second and third and the fourth. The second is enable inter-DIV chip when attribute is mean size. 然后the third is fold sub SD node to add SD node. The fourth is optimize select the CC SD node. The third part is to support code size reduction stub extension. Include JCA extension and JCB extension. That's all. Thanks.
Thank you very much. And the next one will be cumulus batch process. Anyone?
Hello, I'm Wei from PRC Lab. I introduce our progress on Cumul and SPAC. For SPAC, we have updated the PR for the things. It have been merged 2 days ago, and we also added support for SM state enable and SCORP PMF extension. Currently, SM state enable extension have been merged. As SCORP PMF extension is still in review. We also send some fixed PR for problems we found in SPAC that include non-functional problems and the problems for the check of privilege mode and CSR access control. We also send it to mail patch to fix the similar problems in Cumul. That's all.
Yeah, thank you. And VA for Recifi, anyone?
Okay. Hi, Fu-wei. I'm Chu Ji.
Hi, please.
Hi, I'm Chu Ji from PLCT. The news from V8, I think the most important one is that at the beginning of this month, we had finished the upstreaming of RISC-V 32G porting, and now the V8 supports both RISC-V 64 and the RISC-V 32-bit ESA. Yeah, and this is the work that finished by LFX Linux Foundation and the RISC-V International Mentorship Project. And we, my colleague Lu Yahan and I, work as the mentor, and we have 3 mentees from Italy, Pakistan, and China. We co-work and finish this work. Yeah, and we also want to thanks to Megan. Yeah, he helped us. She helped us for all the mentorship related stuffs. Yeah. Besides the RISC-V 32 porting, we have so much daily maintaining for the upstream updates. Yeah, I just listed the detailed change logs for all of our work here. And I think if you have if any of you have any interest in this, you can just click and read more about the links. Yeah, that's all for V8. Thank you, Fu-wei.
Thank you very much. And we just talking about 32, and that you guys all really made this happen to support 32, and that's a very good news. I think the software ecosystem for Recifi 32 is mature, and it's a good time for us to porting the whole distro on 32 right now. And we may need some help from you guys to in the future for the application layer porting. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for the hard work. So the next one, OpenJDK. Yeah, we just built it for OpenJDK. How to say? 17. We built OpenJDK 17 and 18. So I guess PLCT also working on that. And from my experience, JIT haven't worked right now. Cannot work right now. So I hope maybe someone can give us some update for that. For now we just disable JIT. Hope someone can provide some update. No? Okay. The next topic. Opencv. Anyone can? Yeah. So for now, if we stop this slide for several seconds, no one can respond. We just go through it because ties up and it's over more than a quarter. So we just go through it if no one responded. Okay. Opencv and laptop project. I guess I hope we will come still in the meeting. I know he is busy on something right now. So yeah, will no. Okay. Yeah. So from my I heard that the laptop for Recifi is quite good. We discussed before, right? In the beginning of the meeting. So there are two prototype is on the way. One is come from PyCT4 and the other is Roman in China. That's built by a Chinese company. So Roman is using maybe some advanced Recifi silicon, and PyCT4 are using JH7110, this kind of a chip. But yeah, for me, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I definitely will buy one flat. Yeah, and OpenEURA, I guess I'm not sure Xi Jing if someone familiar with that in the call, please, if you have any update, please. Okay, so I guess if we were in the call, he can provide some information about this project. And okay, I guess that's all the topic for this open hour. Anyone have any topic wanted to discuss for now? Please say something. We can go on discuss your folks or your the things you are interested about Recifi. Yeah. Okay. So I haven't heard anyone mention any new topic. So let's just temporarily stop open hour this time. And thank you for everyone join our open hour this time and provide the information for the Recifi ecosystem. So thank you very much. So see you next time and in the other open hour. Thank you very much. Thank you. I will stop sharing. Yeah, and end this meeting. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.